Welcome back to Let'sJroPlay's Danganronpa. In this episode, we still investigating a murder.
Yeah,
but now we gotta help Hina with an emergency.
Hina came in just really like, yo, I need your help.
Fuck!
Yeah. Let's go, Allie. This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay, Hina?
But it's an emergency!
Reaction! An emergency? What happened?
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
That's not new. I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued.
I ship him.
I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Alright, fine, Dick. I was just asking.
Shit.
I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Dare talk to me as a peasant like that. Okay, come on, hurry!
Wait for us, Hina!
It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely.
You're a fucking genius, Byakuya! You're fucking giving Kyoko a run for her money as fucking Batman.
They're all Batman. Haven't you realized that? They're all just Batman. Every character. This is a Batman. Hi, Junko.
You're dead. You're dead.
Yep. You're a Toko.
Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? Oh, okay. Fine then.
Fuck. You guys are too slow.
I think you're just too fast.
Supersonic.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster.
Go. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down.
She was rolling at the speed of sound. The quickest hedgehog around.
After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out. She kept saying all this weird stuff.
Do an AMV of the Danganronpa anime, just with the fucking Sonic X opening.
Once we play this game, yes,
okay.
I will help you with that.
Hell
I
yes.
want to see this. Go. Weird stuff. Oh, that's you.
Weird stuff.
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to do, you dickheads.
Yeah, no, we gotta ask everyone whether or not it's cool to knock on her door.
I may as well give it a shot.
I'm very intrigued to check out what's going on with Toko. Makoto, please do it.
Bing bong! Door swung open, slowly and silently. Jesus! She's vibrant. She's vibing!
That's the vibe check right there.
Toko's acting really weird. She won't come out of her room. Put your ear up to the door. I don't think we should go in there.
Is that something that Monica would just put in people's rooms? Is that a dorm thing? Did she bring that in her dress?
I was wearing it when I came in.
I ship it.
I ship it. Hell yeah. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. What?
Nothing. It's just that I was really worried about you pulling yourself up in your room. Leave me alone. Yeah, sure thing.
But
Can you
no.
open up just for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Won't allow it. Huh? You won't let Genocide Jack have control.
I have several questions. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time. And then when I rang a little while ago.
I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Did she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think that the serial killer the internet has dubbed Genocide Jack, who's murdered thousands, but that just might be an urban legend, really murdered Chichiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Sasuke, Sakura needs you. Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Well, I guess you can be really nice if you want to.
Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Bing bong. After a few moments... Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Byakuya! Bacula? Bacula! I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control over us again. And with that, the door slammed shut.
Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
So, you know, what the fuck?
There's nothing else we can do. Let's go back to the investigation.
Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise.
Hmm? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong! You fucking weirdo! If I say I don't know, then that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Let's go.
Not waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library?
Come on, let's go in.
What is with your weird book fetish, Byakuya? Now's not the time. Jesus. Fuck! Oh no, I sipped at the wrong time. I sipped when I should have spoke.
Yeah, dude, that's the danger.
That's the danger. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
You never told me! Fucking hell! Is it this? Hello?
There's no point in checking there.
What's in here? If I remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right?
Hurry up and go inside.
Are you gonna try to kill me? Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside.
Ooh, a new room.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, there's so many books and files! And so much dust, too!
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust.
Okay. Let's look at boxes. There's a wooden box, it's empty. Although, judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. Wonder what it was.
There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful when I was in the library.
Extension cord, huh? See, lines like that just make me want to read him as Snake again. An extension cord, huh?
Yeah. During investigation, you might need to go full Snake voice. I love it.
Makoto, there used to be an extension cord in there. An extension cord, huh?
Yeah.
What the hell? The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one up at random.
Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file.
Huh?
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might end up in for peeking at it.
Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Nah, now it just feels wrong.
I'm telling you. That's a report on the presidential assassination.
Yeah, I know. That's not what I meant to click. Thank you. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using at the library before.
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and I moved it over there.
That's my girlfriend. Don't talk to it.
It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it for good use.
Yay! Monokuma coin! I gotta go to the store! Alright. What about this one? There's so many files stuffed in the shelf. What's in all these things?
Those documents are dangerous.
Dangerous?
They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner.
You mean like members of the Diet or something?
No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there.
You're just kidding, right?
Am I?
I'll just let it go for now.
Miyaki is just going like, there's some conspiracy shit in there. Do you really want to look at it? You pay attention to your surroundings, you can even find stuff. I'm standing in front of them.
You fucking asshole.
Yeah, Miyaki is kind of a dick.
There's a ton of thick files stuffed into this bookshelf.
Stuffed in there.
Fucking thick files stuffed in.
If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would ever want to look at. Be careful.
Huh? What do you mean?
All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the thing you'd expect to leak.
Oh!
So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see.
Weird that it's in the library of a high school.
The Hope's Peak Academy.
That's true.
It is the school for all of the prodigies to collect together.
But what if your files end up in the hands of the ultimate blackmailer?
That's what the card do, you.
That's what the card do.
That's what it do. If you get ultimate blackmail by the ultimate blackmailer because they found
I'm sorry.
your
The
Illuminati
high school level super blackmailer.
Super high school level blackmailer. If they found your Illuminati picture and they were like, I got you, then when? Maybe you'll get disappeared.
Yeah, you know,
a little suicide.
You gotta keep that. You gotta wait till you go pro.
We're getting there.
You can't be super high school level and just immediately go after the council.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
No, try just like a couple cops first.
A couple cops, local, maybe a mayor if you really want to go out there, but
Maybe your local Italian restaurant, you see some packages going in and out of the back late at night. Start there. Start small. Start with the mob, I guess, is what I'm saying. Immediately go after the mob.
Yeah, that's a good test right there.
Yeah. Listen, if the mob doesn't kill you, you'll probably be fine.
Yeah. That's all you gotta fear is whether or not will the mob kill me?
Will the mob cut off your feet, dip you in cinder blocks, and then throw you in the Hudson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This happens.
Yeah.
This can't be real.
This can't be real, right?
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit to your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Oh, God. Byakuya's a truther.
Oh, he is. Well, I mean, he just said half of these photos contain reports of the secret council. If he's
They're actually aliens that run everything from the shadows.
Absolutely.
Also, they put things in the water to turn the frickin' frogs gay.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get arrested for DWI now.
I love it.
Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together?
I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal.
What's wrong? You still can't believe it?
What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like this are usually impossible.
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anymore anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything.
You don't pull your punches, do you?
Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think that your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt.
Reaction! Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents, and more than once? But all of this has to be top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why...
My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty.
Huh?
Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic.
I find that genuinely hard to believe. How is that possible?
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of the world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing.
This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind.
And what always interested me was the cold case police investigation reports.
He's gonna destroy Konoha and rebuild it in his own image. Sasuke, no!
No!
He's gonna be the Hokage!
No, fuck! Reading through the reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little.
Bleak.
It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way.
Bloodlust. Written in blood. The victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chichiro!
Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out.
Huh?
In other words, no one in the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion.
So, how could the killer known about suspending the victim?
That's the key question. But in fact, the answers are quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us.
Then, Genocide Jack really is... Such a brutal fiendish killer really is walking around among us!
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already said? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself.
Jesus Christ, fuck off, Byakuya.
Yeah.
Eat my nards. Pray to my balls, Byakuya.
We still have more to check here.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you gotta look.
Could you let me see it?
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time.
Fuck you.
Feel free to look at it here, but you can take it with you.
My headcanon is that the case reports he's talking about that he solved were already solved and, like, had all the information in the beginning. And so he, like, read who the killer was and then, like, was reading the book and went, huh, of course, it all makes sense. Now I figured out who the killer is.
Well, he did say they were cold cases.
Yeah, that's true.
So no matter whether
Untrustworthy narrator.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's the thing. Byakuya scares me enough.
Ooh.
Top secret murder kid. Look at that.
Top secret murder cases of Genocide Jack. Hell yeah, that's how police write files. Suddenly my hand stopped. I'd reached a page where photos of the scene of each crime had all been collected. Dope. The name of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Dude loves scissors.
Yeah.
Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Ize, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Kamasuna Toro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Nohisa, Takashi Masamune, Yuno Yukijima. There's no end to it. I was really expecting just more names. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. At the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood.
Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit.
The next page? There's more pages? Oh my god, this is a book!
Yeah.
Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. Okay. The most time for killing to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Oh. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. The confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality.
Split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? Jesus Christ, Makoto.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Is it? Is it, Makoto?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
What?
You got a truth bullet!
Genocide? Alright, we should get going soon.
Huh? Where are we going?
Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we?
Alright, next time on Let'sJroPlay, we go anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we?
Hell yeah, boy!